Cancer, how you doing? So thank you all for your birthday wishes and everything else. You could be dealing with an Aquarian as well, though. Well, thanks for the birthday wishes. I really do appreciate it. Yes, I'm back. I'm back. But yeah, for a lot of you though, very quickly, we'll do a weekly message for you. But I heard I'll hold it for you. Can I hold it? Now, I don't know if this is Texas Hold'em or someone from Texas, or it's a Capricorn, or it's like I'll hold it for you. So I don't know if it's a baby or a weight, because I'm hearing I'll hold that weight for you. So it feels like pounds and ounces. I'm also hearing 8 pounds, 8 ounces, or 8. I'm definitely hearing Leo and Aquarius energies. But I'm hearing like I'll hold that ounce for you, or I'll hold the 8 pounds for you. So I don't know if there's a baby that was born of 8 pounds, 8 ounces, or there are an Aquarian or Leo involved. But I'm definitely hearing 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, and I ate it. So some of you are eating cake or something like that, and it's like I've got loads of cake in order to eat. It might have been your birthday, but what we do at Cancerian, I don't know. But yeah, 7. I suppose I'm a 7. But yeah, like I ate it. It's like, well, I'm going to make you. I hate it. What? Really? You hate the baby? Hold on a second, Cancerian. Everything changes, but you're dealing with a Scorpio. It's like, yeah, I hate you. Why do you hate somebody? It's like, I hate you, I hate you, I hate you, but I love to hate you. It's like, I love you and I love what you do, but there's things that I hate about you. Well, everybody loves and hates things about people. It's kind of like that. To me, honestly, I see people like that with my channel also, and with me. I realise that sorry, it's difficult. Sorry, hold on, Cancer. Things all happen in it for a reason in life, right? And that I find out that sometimes that when you're going through cycles, you say things, you do things, or whatever. But I don't 100% always know that I'm channeling. And sorry, I'm not going to go into it. But clarification of people letting me know, I think, oh shit, I was actually channeling during that time that I was saying it. But never mind. But something to do with around, I love it, I love what you do, and I love what you have, but there's also things that I don't like about you as well. Because like, I love it to hate it. Love it, hate, love, hate, love, hate, love, hate, love, hate, or the name Love, Livy, Liv, or anything beginning with L, Lucy, Elijah, or like L, like Elzebub maybe, L, Laura, yeah. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Wow, isn't it weird? Isn't it strange? What we're dealing with, Cancerian. Sorry, Cancer. Wow, paradox energy. You got to be dealing with. You got to be dealing with Aquarius energy. There's some sort of paradox energy here, or Paula, Pauline. Anyway, or names. Like, well, I'm thinking of names. Like, is it baby names or like I don't know. Anyway, main message. I'm holding like Texas Hold'em, or I'm holding weight is the main message here, right? I'm holding weight. Can you hold this for me? If I give it to you, can you take this? Like, can you take any more? I don't know if someone's like really pushing your buttons here, Cancerian, in a certain way of like, I can't take this anymore. Well, that's the 7 as well. Like 7 of Swords, Cancerian energy, or like driving, or like, I can't take this anymore, I don't want to do this anymore, or like, I just can't take any more, like I can't take it anymore. What is that for? Well, Scorpio, so you're dealing with Scorpio. Like, I can't take this I can't take this Scorpio energy anymore, is what I'm hearing. I can't take this ho. I can't take this ho Christmas thing. Or whatever it is, or this Stephen King. Oh no. I can't take this anymore, Steve. What's that for? Scorpio. Oh no. Paradox. Cancerian. I can't take this anymore. I just can't take it. I can't take it, but I am taking it. Like, well, I'll just take that on the chin. I don't know what this is about. Like chimney, chim, chiroo. Like, who sung that? Like Dick Van Dyke? Like a dick, or a van, or a dyke, or like a same-sex relationship. Sorry, but like I can't take this anymore, Dick. I can't take any more dick. Oh, okay, somebody can't take any more dick. It's like, I'm sorry, but I can't take any more dick off you, Van. So, like, what is this, Van Helsing? Or somebody that is Van, or V, or Vag, or something, or Madge. But like, listen, I can't take this anymore. I can't take no more dick. I mean, seriously, I mean, How tight is somebody? Like, I can't take any more dick. Well, that might be because, I don't know, was there a pregnancy? Look at the Pisces reading. But, like, I can't take this anymore. But I am hearing, listen, Dick Van Dyke, I can't take anymore. So, I don't know. I'm going to move on, swiftly move on. Something to do with swift or shaft. Like, just shaft me. What? Or just shafted me. This person just pulled a trick out of the hat or something, and they're like, they just shafted me. Shafted? Drafted. Like, somebody just drafted me, meaning that they just wrote out a draft of a letter, and that, like, I'm just going to have to draft this out and just briefly go over it. Okay, some of you might be dealing with anything that's legal in court, or the name Lee, or Leanne, or Lucy, or Laura, but definitely L's, right? Or Alzabub, and it might have something to do with the Capricorn energy, right? And I'm having to briefly write this out, or I'm having to seek out my brief for something, right? So I don't know if there's also bereaving and grieving, because I am also hearing Scorpio energy, which would relate to a Pisces, because there was birth and there was death in some people's life, okay, in some people's life. But I'm definitely hearing this, that I just need to briefly, just quickly go over something first, just to clarify it, just to make sure that it's over, or just to make sure something first. I need to briefly go over it, is what I'm hearing. Now, like I said, if that is with anything that is legal, I just need to briefly, like, have a word with someone. Like, I need to pull someone aside and have a quick word with you. Like, I just need a word. Like, come here, I just need a word. So, I don't know if these are kids or children, or like where you work, and someone's like, look, I just need to briefly, quickly have a word with you just to let you know something. So, yeah, there's kind of that energy here. But I don't know if that's clients, people, children, or love interest. I couldn't tell you. But I am definitely hearing, though, I just need to briefly have a word with you just for a second. Okay. Just to clarify something that wasn't, like a feeling inside of someone, like, yeah, I'm not quite satisfied with that yet. Like, I need to just quickly have a word with you just to make sure that it wasn't because of something that I said, or it wasn't something that you did, or like, did I ever do anything wrong? Like wrong turn. Like, did I ever do you wrong is also what I'm hearing. Like, did I ever do anything wrong? Did I ever do anything to upset you? Like, was it something that I said that annoyed you? Or, yeah. And it feels like this brief kind of like message that may be drafted out. It could be an email or a message, or, I don't know, text message, or anything that's multimedia of needing a message. And it feels like I just need to quickly brief and draw this out, or draw or sketch something. Like, I need to like just quickly draw something, draw you a picture, or like sketch you out an idea, or something like that. But something that's coming up later for that for me, actually. Yeah, like, I need to quickly sketch something out for you, or I need to just quickly like draft out a letter for you to explain something of like, did I do anything wrong, or was it me, or was it you, or was it something that I said? Did I do anything wrong? What happened? It's this paradox energy. It's been going on with quite a few signs, and it feels like that there's been this release of energy of something, and like a lot of lessons, kind of like a paradox, kind of like a around Pisces energy, right? Of around like school time, playtime, so type sort of. Did I do anything? Did I say anything? I need to brief out a letter, draw it up, contact my brief, contact a person to explain something. Like, do I need to explain myself? Okay, well, you have a chance now to actually type it out, send it to someone. This could either be coming into you, or you're sending it, or you're both involved in this somehow. And it feels like I need to brief something out. I need to contact you in order to ask, did I ever do anything wrong? Did I do anything to offend you? Was there anything that was, I don't know, because I'm also hearing like China in your hand, so it might be like Chinese whispers, or rumours, or something like that. I was actually explaining that to some people, to be honest, and it's like, in order to release tension, you have to have a facilitator, right? You have to have a facilitator, and through experiences of being a counsellor, being a drug counsellor. It's even like when you work in prisons or anywhere like that, or you work in large environments. When things are spread, right? When things are spread, they can get out of control, and that's where you have selling out, right? So you have this energy of when you work in an environment. So if this is like working around, say, where you work, Cancer, like you physically work in a place, and what it is that you do that you love, when you get people, right? When you get people that are involved with people, when you get people that say things and do things and so on and so forth, things can get out of control, right? So when you look at environment things like prison, or when you look, I mean, I don't know if this is involving you. If I talk about it, then sometimes it might be a message. But if it's like drug rehabilitation centres, right? If it's a, like, you know, like a rehab, if it, or Abby or Abigail or something like that, or those names, but like when things get spread around, and then when karma kind of does that, that's where you have a facilitator. So that's where you have group activity, right? A group thing, right? So when you have these kind of things, it's a chance of, when you're in a drug rehabilitation centre, is that it's facilitated by two key workers, right? So two key workers are more experienced people within that are there, that have gone through the whole program, and they know about aggression and anger and so on and so forth. Also hearing Angus or Icarus. Is that you, Icarus? Or like Angus, Saint Anger also, right? But like when you have these, you facilitate it, and then the selling out starts to happen in group activity, right? So when you get this, like, listen, I've used, right? Say if you're in a drug rehabilitation centre, but you can look at this as any way of a message that might be coming through for you, Cancer. But like, listen, I've heard that blah, blah, blah said and done whatever, or I've used, and like, I'm just going to have a quick drink and so on and so forth, but don't tell anybody else that I've had a drink, and I'll let you have a drink, right? Say that just for instance, but add this story to however you like. Two people sell out in a group activity of work, or where you get people that are like, listen, I think, what's that? Why am I seeing, it was in a reading where I said someone's looking over somebody and like copying what they did or said or something like that, or a copycat, or I don't know. But like, listen, then when there's a rumour that goes like, listen, I've just heard that blah, blah, blah did or said or whatever, and nobody physically asks the culprit, because there's something here, what is this energy? Like this Chinese whisper type sort of thing, of like, where things get out of control, get out of hand, right? Let's just stick with a story. So when you look at group activity, when you get that, if two people sell out and they start drinking, they sell out, and then other people get pulled into it. They find out, like, well, I'm sure I see you doing that, blah, blah, blah. When you look at that, that's where you enter into something where you can cut the tension with a knife and think, man, there's tension in here, like something is going to happen. And that's because everybody is like sold out to one another, is keeping up some sort of aggression. And if it isn't released in an environment of, say, drug rehabilitation centres or anywhere like that, if that aggression isn't dealt with in a physical manner, of where you would have group activity of key workers being there and stuff like that, then you don't get to argue that out with someone, right? So this kind of thing, if it goes on and it isn't released, it draws to where people end up relapsing, God knows what else, they get kicked out of a rehabilitation centre, so on and so forth, and all these kind of things. And there's something here that is around that energy for you, Cancer, and I don't know if this is like at your work, where you're at work, and you're not getting on in your environment, and these people are kind of like all co-conspiring against one another, and they've kind of got this thing that are all built up, a clique, if you like. In Britain we call it a clique, right? The cliquey lot that click together. It's like, well, that's your lot, this is my lot, you all click together, we don't click together. And say you go to school, for instance, so you've got to be dealing with the Piscean energy, right? And you go to school, and when you're there, it's like, well, I need to fit in, right? So you got your people over there that smoke weed and do all that kind of stuff, right? You got the people over there that are into that. You got your science group, and you got your people that kind of like do I don't know, like science fair kind of stuff. You got your geeks that like computers and so on and so forth, and they're all clicked into different groups, right? When you get those, when you try to fit in, you're in an environment of the same kind of thing, right? So I don't know if this is where it's physical education, or whether it is anything spiritual, or whether it is physically where you work. But it seems to be like people are clicking, making their own, like, well, I'll just make this myself then, in my own click, and I'll just make my click. And it's more of like that, like, well, you know, that kind of thing that seems to be around you, like this is our group, that's your group. Like, we belong here, you don't belong here. That's you, that's me, so on and so forth. So I don't know if this is going to get out of control, this energy here, because things like that can get out of control, right? They can get out of control. And trust me, I've facilitated things like that myself for a long time to understand of how that does get out of control, right? So it's something to do with around group activity or paranormal activity or something like that, or paranoia. See, paranoia can even lead to paranoia. A lot of this can lead to paranoia of not knowing if people have said or done anything. You're probably there again as well, because I heard P, Pucci or Paula or Pauline or anything beginning with P. Okay, P. Or like Peter, like Peter Pan. Peter Pan? Peter Pan? Like the Lost Boys. I'm picking up Peter Pan and the Lost Boys, like Lost, Virgo energy. Like Lost Boys? Jim? But I don't know. I don't know where that is. I wasn't supposed to be doing all of this. I just thought I'm going to do your reading. So, Cancer, let's... Oh, shit. You could be dealing with a Pisces or a Five of Swords. We're going to take that one. But I looked at that one. You could be dealing with a Pisces. Let's take these cards. Right. So, you're dealing with an Aquarian energy, right? There is some kind of fight within that family. Six of Cups. Gemini also had this here, I think it was. But that was actually done, if you're cross-watching, that was done on the 7th, I think, so I can't quite remember. But there was a Six of Cups energy here, and there's arguments within the family and within work and places like that, right? And to do with like, say that you're in a relationship, there are stuff that's going on where this is it really part of your business? Is really any of this any of your business whatsoever? What I do in my relationship, is any of this any business? What I do with my life? Like when I go to see a girlfriend or boyfriend, or who I talk to or who I don't talk to, or whatever it is that I'm a part of here. So if I'm a part of a group setting here, who am I upsetting? Because I have to upset somebody here, is what I'm hearing now. Or Summer, the name Summer, or Somerset, or someone from Dorset or Somerset. But like I'm gonna have to upset somebody. But I always seem to upset somebody, is what I'm hearing. Like Rockset or Upset. Like upset girl, I've been living in a righteous world. Bada bada bada, ships come in. But yeah, there seems to be this, I don't know, something being spread around 6. Like, for some reason I'm picking this up as like family, like arguments, like over people that are already in this 5. Like, well, it's none of your business what I do in my relationship, because someone here is in a relationship, and if they're not, this is their family. And it can be like, well, you're drawing such a wedge between me as a daughter or son or whatever. The fact that I don't want to tell you what goes on in my life. I don't have to tell you who I'm seeing and who I'm, what I'm not seeing. So I'm kind of like, there's some sort of family argument is really what I'm picking up. I don't know if it's fully your love life. It's because it's kind of like this happy medium energy. You could be dealing with a Gemini, but like a happy medium. Like, well, I'm happy in the Six of Cups, and if I'm happy, then why are you not happy, right? Why are you not happy? What's the matter, right? So you've got this difference of opinion that seems to be thrown around about other people's relationships, right? Now, this could be your own relationship, but if it's not I've got to get out of all this normal, boring stuff. Don't always relate this to your love life. Things can be going on around 5, which is your work, 5, and it can be Taurus energy, Sagittarius energy, and it can also be anything that goes on around your relationship, right? So if it's not your relationship, it's around your relationship. It is that there are too many people with a piece of cake, right? So too many people that want to know about what's going on at home. Too many people always ask me, listen, what's going on with your mum? Really? Do you always have to ask me what's going on with my mum? What's going on with your sister? Really? Why do you keep asking me about my sister? What's going on with your ex? Why do you always keep asking me about my ex constantly? Like every time I talk to you, like you talk to me about your ex, like always, like you're talking to, like here. So you've kind of got this energy of like, yeah, but listen, what's going on with your ex? What's going on with their family? Like what's going on in your family? Right? It's like, well, why don't you take a look at your own relationship? You keep on about mine. You're always talking about my relationship and how I'm not like accountable for my own actions of what you caused. Right? So you start getting into an argument here with the person. Of like, well, you always keep making me feel as if I'm like accountable for my own actions. If I took an action, then I'm accountable for it. But you don't need to keep account of everything that I do, every step that I move or make. You don't need to hold me against what I've done or what I've said. Let's just let sleeping dogs lie, right? So you've kind of got that energy there. Let's see, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Cancer, please, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Show me what's going on. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus and Jupiter. Cancer. Because something could have gone on in the family here because of the channel message that I did pick up through the 6. Because this is like, can you carry this? Because I'm looking at this 6 here of this person actually physically offering to this child, as if to say, look, can you take all of this? Can you hold that? Right, so can I hold it for you? It's like an apology. Can I apologise? At least let me explain and let me apologise or something like that, right? So 2. Everything's still up in the air. So, what is going on? I mean, is this trying to decide between lovers, you know, or mothers? Because I'm hearing Frank Spencer. Some mothers do have them, right? And every time that Frank done something, did he fuck it up? Every time. If y'all knew Frank Spencer, he was a person that fixed everything, but he broke it straight away. The moment he touched it, he broke it. So I'm hearing, well, you broke my heart. Like, you broke my heart. Like, you broke your bonds. You broke your word. Like, you said something, but you didn't stand by what you said you was going to do. Like, you broke your promise, if as such. Like, but there can be a metaphysical promise here. Like, well, I had an expectation. That can also be that. Like, I had an expectation that things were going to work out the way they did, but I can't help but just think, well, it didn't quite work out that way, right? It didn't quite work out the way I expected it to work out, and there was a disappointing energy of the, of the 5 of Swords, right? Do hate that. But, yeah, because it's like, it's a two of Pentacles for me is more like, well, now what do I do? What do I do now? Like, you know, it's thrown a curveball at me, and now I've got no idea what to do. If just sit here and think, well, I've got options and choices in my life, but, you know, do I stay or do I go? So you've still got a sexual attraction with a person here. Could be a fire sign, but they're coming in very quickly in order to get you to make a decision. But don't ever look at this 2 of like, well, I've got one person on this end and another person on this end. No, there are options out there in life for you to look at. This could be to do with a child. It could be to do with a personal message, but this could be that message that's being drafted up in order to ask somebody. If there is any kind of child around or younger person, this is where I'm picking up this family thing, right? Is that if there are siblings, brothers and sisters, or children that are all involved and friends, that are all involved in your soul group of 6, there's this energy of like trying to get people to understand what these 2 people are doing here, right? So if you're a mother and you've got kids and they're dating, then there's more of this like where people are like interfering and saying, well, what are you going to do? Have you just got back with them again? It's like, yeah, well, are you talking to them then? It's like, yeah, I am talking to them, but it's more of a friend relationship basis, or it's where it's like we're just starting to talk, you know, we're talking again, or like, it's like, well, who are they talking to then? Are they talking to you? Are they still talking to the other person? Like, if there's this self-doubt or like activating an energy of like destruction, then it can be like, well, who are they talking to? Are they talking to you, or are they talking to them, or are they like this? Like, well, I don't know whether we're still talking or not, or like, why are we still talking, right? So I'm picking up through this 6 that these are people in your life that are asking a lot of questions about either one, your love life, or other people's concern of their love life, of what's going on around your brothers and sisters and friends, right? So it feels like that people have quite a lot to say here, maybe, because this can be a teasing energy, a flirting energy, like, I'm just playing, I'm just teasing, I'm just kind of like prodding your buttons a little bit. It might not be mind games of manipulation, it's just like, okay, well, you're on my mind constantly, and I can't like keep holding on to this. I'm soon going to have to say something, because it's all going over my head, so I'm drafting it up thinking, okay, what am I going to say, what am I going to say, what am I going to say to rehearse it, to this person here, and then you do. So it's either you or them that contacts you about this energy here of the Knight of Wands. It can be a new person for a lot of you. I always forget to add in the flavour of new people if they are around, okay? But that could be a decision. Do I stick with the same person or do I look for a new one, right? Because somebody, if that energy is there, it's because someone's already in the Six of Cups. It's because somebody's just committed themselves to a marriage, or like they are already in the Six of Cups. So say if you're a Cancerian or the other person is interested in a person that is this six, right, and they're in a relationship already, it's caused this Five of Swords by somebody, right? So it's caused an effect of someone's relationship. So the choice is, do I want to continue to annoy this person and have self-doubt thinking, well, am I annoying you? Now, the answer to that may be yes or no, but it will be an answer either way by you or the person. Sorry, I can never still tell you. But it's either like a yes or no. Can we still talk or not? Can we flirt? Can we not flirt? If not, and the two is there to say, well, you're in the Six of Cups, you're in a relationship. Like, are you in a relationship? If that answer is yes, then that answer here is either from you or them that says, yes, I'm in a relationship already. And that is what drives it this way, to say of the Five of Swords, of where someone is analysing and thinking, well, do I still keep contacting this person? Because somebody has a sexual attraction to someone through the Page of Wands, right? Is I'm still attracted to you. I still like, it's kind of like that there's still more here for me. Like there is either sex here for me or there's some sort of spark of interest. It can also be that is here for some of you, where I've just found out that somebody is in a relationship, right? Five of Swords, just found out that someone is in a relationship of the person that I had an expectation that was single, and just found out that no, they're not, they're actually in a relationship, right? Knight of Wands. Two of Pentacles. So what do I do now? I've just found out they're in a relationship. Do I continue to talk to them or not? Now, if you're a Cancerian and you're in a relationship, this is the other person, right? So it feels like that to me. You've also got here the family situation that's going on around the Six of Cups, of families that are getting word of mouth about an energy that is in a relationship. So that's what I'm saying. There are brothers and sisters here that are like very concerned about what's going on in your relationship. What's going on in your relationship? Why do you always interfere in my relationship? Why is it that you always ask me about who I should see and who I shouldn't see and what I should do, Lucy? Or like what I should see and what I shouldn't see, or who I should talk, or anything. Like, I'll tell you about it, but please don't have an opinion that to tell me whether I can or can't, right? That's definitely here, right? Don't tell me whether I can speak to this person or whether I can't speak to the person. If I want to, then I'm old enough in order to do that myself. So, as I'm saying, you could have kids here that are, you know, if you're arguing with a kid and they're saying, listen, you know, I'm in a relationship, don't keep butting in, don't keep asking me. Yeah, but you've split up again, haven't you? Yeah, well, so what? We split up, we got back together. Yeah, but you shouldn't because they're not good for you, because they broke your heart. Stay out my business. It's my karma. I have to learn the hard way. If I want to do it, I will. So you've got people that always try to stop people from making mistake, right? Always. You always get that, right? So you've kind of got that here, if I'm honest. It's kind of like a reconciled couple that have just gone through this six here and gone through things in the relationship. Through exactly the same time, they've gone through things in their family of realising that their brothers and sisters have got more to say about their relationship than what they have their own, right? Which is normally that. And so you've got more to say about other people's relationship than what you are actually your own, right? So you've kind of got this like, bet the devil you know of just don't keep causing arguments and asking me about it. Don't have an opinion about it. Just like ask me, how's it going? Yeah, that's fine. If I make a mistake, that's my own. But don't start having strong opinions about things that I should or shouldn't do here, right here. So that can either be a small argument or just like a large argument here. That's really down to you whether you know, how much of a spat and an argument that you get in with siblings. Because this, to me, would always be family. Both these cards, family, all together. Family, 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 right? A family affair, a family ordeal, okay? Someone could make a big deal of it. It depends if they make a meal of it or not, right? So it means, well, it depends if I make a meal of it. Like if I really want to keep doing this, then I'm going to have to decide myself whether I do or not. The other person has to reciprocate the energy, right? So that's what you have so far, Cancer. Sorry if it was very sporadic, but it's the first reading that I've done in a little while, because I actually had yesterday off from my birthday, the first day that I didn't work in 4 years, and it was actually quite good that I didn't think about this channel once for a whole day. But yeah, we're back to work now. Some of you are back to work now. It's like, yeah, we're all back to work now. We're all back out there. Kushti, the kids have gone back to school. I have a bit of free time. I'm back at work. At least I've got some work, is also what I'm hearing. But some other name Summer, or someone has also got homework. I'm hearing you've got some homework to do. Now you're back, you've got homework to do. Some kids are returning back from college here, is what I'm hearing as well. They're returning back to college, and you've got homework to do. But you've got homework to do, right? So, yeah, there's more work to do with a person here, though, from the past or present, but there's more work. Someone's looking for more work as well. They're self-employed. Self-employed person looking for more work. Okay, that's definitely what I'm hearing. Self-employed, looking for more work here. It's coming up for you, okay? So that's your reading. That's a weekly, but as soon as these are done, they actually come straight out on YouTube to keep the energy present. So they're not like pre-done and then put out. As soon as it's done, they come out, okay? Keep the energy light, keep it as it is, as I do it. Timeline here, timeline continues, okay? But this will only go over to the full access bundle. That is where I'll draw you more cards, clarify them, see what the turn up is, give you every message that I possibly can, and then we're going to look into what is the next move that is made towards you. But that is everybody. That's not just your love life. That is moves that is made towards you within arguments, family, kids, work, love life, third party relationships, fourth party relationships. Any kind of dilemma that you're in, I look for the messages of your reading and then what is coming towards you and what's coming at you, the energies that are coming at you, right? So if there are arguments and God knows what else, or placements of people, what they might be, okay? So that's the extended what you get over on Patreon if you are a part of the full access bundle, and you can find that from any link below with the music, Angel Radio, so on and so forth. Patreon has loads and loads of other readings that you can watch, but they're mainly on the full access bundle, because they are loads of different ones that I can't keep telling everybody about every single time. You just have to look, but they are all over there if you want to join. This is just one of the weekly bundles that go over there for the extended. Okay, so you can find the link below. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you soon, Cancer.